It's a mighty good word, party folk. It's your Mile High Priest. I'm up here on Venus's day. It's the weekend of the first quarter moon in Taurus. This message is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising Collective. Regardless of whether you have a distinguished Scorpio placement in your natal chart, this may still resonate with you, and I strongly suggest the collective reading as well as the as your other sign placements. If you enjoy the videos, feel free to share, like, comment, all the good things, and make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much to y'all for sharing if you have. I'm really grateful for you guys in general, and I honor your time, and I'm grateful that you spend some time with me. So this first quarter moon for the longer lunation cycle, it does harken back about 9 months to the new moon in Taurus in 2023. And then we are looking ahead a little bit towards the latter part of this year in November, when the sun is in Scorpio and the moon is full in Taurus. We are in the midst of a lot of Aquarian vibrations with the sun, Mercury, Mars, and Venus all stacked up. They are all meeting with Pluto along the way in the next week or so. So this upcoming full moon in Virgo is also very big. I don't know how else to say it. They've been kind of big. These aspects have been kind of big lately. There's a huge shift, right? The turn of the wheel. It's the wheel. Anyway, Scorpio, I do have a premeditation for you. I have the Wild Unknown Archetypes from Kim Kranz. And for you, I have two. I was only asking for one, but the box and Apocalypses came out. So card number 44. 44 is a archangelic number. So working with not only the angelic realm, but working with ascended masters and archangels especially. We also have Apocalypses, which is these two work in tandem. Well, for your reading, right? We should just get into it. Scorpio Magicians, Scorpion Kings, Queens, Scorpion High Priests, and Scorpion High Priestesses. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is your highest royal, most underworld, transformative, alchemical realm court. I'm your effervescent, funny looking, bubbly, fleeting, floating, ever so jovial, mercurial jester with your divine messages for your spiritual exaltation and your human evolution. As I was saying, Apocalypses means this is the aftermath of breaking outside of the box. The box means you've been looking at what confines you, what keeps you, what drives you to maintain a sort of status quo, right? What drives you to make the money you make, how you make it, to work the jobs you do, to spend the time you do with the relationships that you have, to work in the way that you work. It was so beautifully quiet all morning, and then all of a sudden I just yes. But Apocalypses reassures me that you've already declared all of these suspicions as truthful. You've been very honest with yourself as far as highlighting where you hold yourself back and where you take on things like status quo and accomplish under a guise of this need or desire that isn't necessarily yours or driven internally by your spirit, or guided by spirit, right? But this is really telling me that you've garnered enough courage, you've garnered the strength, you've built enough confidence to look and determine what keeps you in this black and white state of mind and what blocks that vision, right? So now you're actually seeing the light within you is growing. This is powerful. It is diminishing a lot of the roadblocks that you set up for yourself, a lot of the boundaries that you set up or that you took on, right? But now actually moving through what you're seeing, like as you kind of shake and as you rumble, it's like those snow globes, like you've shaken it up. So you continuously wait and see where things land, shake them up. And this is what's kind of driving your process throughout the year as you manifest and maintain your work, your attainment, right? Your drive. Thank you so much, Goddess Isis. I think we need to ring the... It was like, there's now a traffic jam. Thank you so much, Goddess Isis. We have a beaver working towards something. But like, yeah, the otter and the beaver, it's like you're recognizing that it was like someone, and it doesn't have to be that someone actually did this, but it was like you maybe feel like you were handed this lifelong task and that you've just been on it. You've just been tending to this perspective of a life that you had, that maybe you feel now that you picked that up from somewhere. So it's acknowledging that you have that persevering spirit and attitude, and you're very much aligned to finish what you start and finish what, like, complete those tasks and those visions that you actually love. You're now seeing where to actually place all that energy and power, right? This is empowering. This is power. This is your might, your strength. It's like, it's giving me the Queen of Swords, but when the Queen of Swords pulls out the sword, right? So the Ace of Swords, enlightening, it could be sort of feeling like a tower moment, or like continual tower moments, despite not necessarily like experiencing major loss, coming out of loss. I have the shark, so very emotional time, and the otter, as I was talking about. Wow. Two very watery aspects here. Like, you're meant to actually go towards creation. So even though you may be seeing a lot of undoing, unraveling, quote unquote destruction right now, don't give in to this like passion to want to loom over things. And it could be that you're like hiring, or you're looking for a job, or you're a hiring type manager type of person. So maintaining control, yeah, nothing will come out of you being outside of self-control, right? Like wanting to take control of too much. As you move through this space and time, it may cause you to be more reactive and more in attack mode, right? Thank you so much, Goddess Isis. Thank you so much, Sun God Ra, Mercury, angels, spirit guides of the highest light, archangels. What is the message for Scorpio, Sun, and Rising for this new moon, for this first quarter moon in Taurus? And what can help you with any challenges is the first quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. So yeah, you want to make it out of these waters, right? We have 2 Gemini cards. So communication is key. New moon in Gemini, that's what's rising up in you. Okay. So new way of speech and communication. It could involve nuance, like very subconscious efforting, right? So like Your appearance could have something to do with it, but also more so how you present, right? Like the masks you wear, like your maybe it's just the uncomfortability, right? Like of being uncomfortable in this new skin, finding new ways of getting around and not seeming or coming across as someone who is too stuck in details, right? And then we also have the answers you need are coming full moon in Gemini. So it could be that you are working towards something in the emotional field, and it could require you to be softer with yourself, more so. Can you work on new moon in Cancer? You and your loved ones are safe. And then at the bottom of the deck, and then we have full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. Yeah, this new moon. Yeah, this new moon in Taurus and the full moon in Scorpio. I know there is another eclipse for the Taurus moon coming up. Or I'm sorry, it's for the Libra and Aries nodes. Okay, so this could be firing you up. Again, can you soften? Can you also it's more so the way you speak to yourself, right? It's not about how you speak to others. First and foremost, it is about how you speak to yourself, and then that guides you in how you assert yourself in other conversations. It could be very local, like it has a lot to do with working with others. It has a lot to do with being hardened and wanting the change, but can you actually allow your mind to experience change and to know that you are safe, to know that you don't have to be in attack, and it's more so attacking yourself and attacking your day-to-day. It's almost like your day-to-day will contain little tests of commitments, and so how can you stay focused and centered on the changes already occurring, and that you will wrap this up. You won't be in these choppy waters forever. You're actually, along the way, you're working on a more sturdy foundation. So it feels very imbalanced right now because you see more what the transformation, this internal, you're more internal right now. Okay, Scorpio, can we get through your reading without any more? I don't know. This is a lot of this internal noise, right? Is it allowing you to listen to others and to tend to others fairly? Thank you so much, Goddess Isis, Sun God of Law. Mercury, Archangels, Angels of the Highest Light, Sage Ancestors, Helpful Ancestors. A lot of these blocks could have come from old family, like, yes, from childhood, right? And learning. So teenage years, so someone you spent, like a mother, right? Someone you were close to when you were in those teenage years. I have the wheel. Wow. Oh, car alarms are going off. I have Mercury in Aquarius. Mercury currently in Aquarius. This is your challenge, is being in public, dealing with the society, dealing with your work, right? As you communicate fairly with others, this could be the challenge. And like I said, it's only temporary. You're working through this as you work through as you work through your internal alchemy, your internal restructure and redefining of your identity. Okay, as you work internally to leave those old spaces. 3 of Swords. I have Saturn in Libra. So you could very well be a Saturn in Libra, a generation Saturn in Libra. So like in your 40s, early 40s, right to mid 40s. Thank you so much, Sun God Ra. And then I have the Star. I have the Ace of Cups. So leaving an old emotional landscape, but coming into this new, like a new timing of work, a new phase of work, a new project. Also attempting to align yourself with spirit. Don't forget spirit as you work through a lot of these family, older, past life or childhood sort of emotional blocks, right? And then I have the Chariot, so more Cancer. This means you are moving out of that. You're working through it. You can move through this as you move through reality, as you get through your day-to-day, through your job. You can live and tend to both realms. I have the Sun and then the Star. I have the Sun at the bottom of the deck, and then I have the Chariot and the Star for your future influences. So working through this, right? Alchemy. The Otter being able to go from into both realms, right? Tend to both realms. Land and shark infested waters. You can make it through. Look, Queen of Swords, wow. The 5 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So that's Venus in Aquarius. So this is more Venus in Aquarius moods for you, okay? Don't be too quick to dismiss others. Right now you're working through a lot internally, okay? Knight of Pentacles, working through a lot internally and externally. I know you're very busy. You're tending to a lot of work. Queen of Swords is Libra, and Shadow of Virgo. So yeah, at work, watch those words and watch your mind and watch. Yeah, the word is the wand at work, okay? So if you're trying to manifest new, if you're trying to work on you, keep it very positive. Keep it very keep yourself in a very discernible state of mind, and perhaps the least said, the soonest mended, right? A lot of passion in and around you, a lot of mental, there's so much happening around you mentally. Thank you so much, Goddess Isis, Sun God Ra. But that drives your emotions, right? Scorpio, I mean, absolutely. Like, you have to guard your mind, your mental state. It was the same message with Taurus, and it's honoring that you're in this kind of temporary transitional phase internally as the world outside of you also changes, but more so you're meant to just work through it, get through it, live your life more so in a state of gratitude, honoring you, honoring that this process is part of your path, but that you're actually fixed and working on it, right? Fixed moon, your commitment is being tested. Are you in alignment with getting through this? You started the last year as, yes, you're working through a lot of this. You're honoring that there's a lot of balance required in both your emotional and your physical realities, right? Has a lot to do with your abundance, friends and family, your money, right? We have, yeah, oh yes, this was that this is the King of Wands, so like the Leo, coming at it from that different angle of knowing that you can actually work with others, even though you may be a little bit more like in that quickness, fiery, more passionate, quicker approach, more feisty, right? But can you come at it from that friendlier, allow people just to show you, prove to you what their skills and their talent, allow them to shine as well, right? You are coming to that, okay, Scorpio? Which is good. 3 of Wands. Yeah, maintain your vision, because it can become very fiery and feisty because of the fact that your commitment is being tested. If you remove your sight from that longer vision that you have, the longer goal, and that you're actually on the way to accomplishing this, if you get caught up in the fight, in the arguing, or in the day-to-day, the fussiness, that can jolt you right out and like really cut you off, right? And so you want to maintain that vision. You want to maintain your posterity and the vision. A lot of passion coming from you. Sun in Aries. So yeah, this Aries season in April and in May, there are the next eclipses. So you may have a lot of decisions to make then. I believe that maintaining that posterity of like having gratitude and making sure that you really honoring how much knowledge you've come out with, like, you know how to tend to these, I'll just say, like, these demons, right? Like, they shouldn't hold you back anymore. You're very cutthroat. You're that leader. You can lead charismatically. So then why not soften yourself with yourself? Soften the way that you treat yourself, right? Page of Wands in reverse. It really is about not tiring out. And when you give too much attention to what's not going right, when you start looming, when you start taking too much charge over the looming details and becoming too worrisome then of what's to come, of the decisions that you absolutely have to make. You know you have to make these decisions. You're primed. You're an excellent decision maker. You're very discerning. So, and you work towards, you don't just make decisions out of nowhere for no reason, right? Or for any reason. And then I have the 2 of Wands in reverse. I have a lot of reversals. So it is about realigning yourself with this newer sentiment, Mars and Aries. So don't feel held back, though. You're working towards something. But there's a lot of feeling of being held back. Maybe you did want something to come into alignment quicker. Maybe you didn't think this process would take this long. Maybe you didn't think the aftermath was going to take this much stabilizing, restructure and restabilize, reformatting. Wow, we have the Queen of Wands, bottom of the deck. Thank you so much, Goddess Isis, Sun God Ra. seems like you are working towards something where there will be a decision in the spring, in this April, May timing, and then you'll also see a culmination in August, okay, during the Leo season. I would pay attention to the new moon in Taurus and the new moon in Leo, okay? Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah, definitely limit what confines your emotions and limit what distracts you. There are things that you have to cut out because these things that you're not limiting are limiting you and your inspired action, okay? So this is what's kind of making you feel very defeated and deflated. Thank you so much, Goddess Isis. Can we get any idea why the Queen of Swords is here? Please, clarity on why the Queen of Swords is here. Yeah, decisions, right? Conflicted with passions. The Fool in reverse. I have the Knight of Cups and then the Two of Wands in reverse. Making sure you stay on plan. Too many things too many decisions based more on your emotions versus your decision to go on this new path, right? And to take care of what you're removing those emotional roadblocks and those emotional blocks. Whew. Thank you so much, Goddess Isis. Can we get any idea why the Three of Wands is in reverse? Clarity on the Three of Wands in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune, okay. The Six of Cups in reverse. And the Seven of Pentacles, okay. Okay, yes, so knowing that you have come out of that, or you've spent time already declaring that this vision, you no longer are upholding it, you no longer are working in this emotional state. And so now it's about seeing what's working for you now, working towards new. I think you're not seeing a lot of this new inspiration come through yet. I get the feeling that you're a little bit tired and your emotions are a little bit scattered because of all the internal work that's been going on. In seeing the aftermath of the internal emotional changes, this is affecting a lot of where you put your mind to work. It could be affecting your day-to-day. And so, yeah, it's honoring that you need that time for sensitive approaches to yourself and not being so cold, not being so fixed on what's working, whether this is coming in or that's coming in. Taking time out, right? Taking that time out to regather yourself. We were talking about it. Tower. What's with the Two of Wands in reverse? Can we get clarity? The Two of Wands in reverse. Oh, Scorpio, okay. There you are. Four of Wands keeps coming out in reverse. So we have the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. Two of Wands twice. A lot of repeating cards here. So for the Two of Wands in reverse, we do have the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Hangman and the Eight of Pentacles. I still get the same message. Your day-to-day is constantly being affected by the past and how the past has left you in this cycle. You see the cycles, you see the perpetuating of these past, kind of wanting the past to stay in the present, but not acknowledging that the past wasn't fair and that now you are in a new perspective. Now you see things very differently. And so you can't work with that. It's impossible for you to work with that with the Queen of Swords here and the Knight of Pentacles. What blocks you? What holds you stuck? What doesn't allow you to see that there is a lot of good and that you're working towards a lot of good? Where are you not seeing that you're on a new path? Where do you not own? Where is there no ownership that you're on a whole new vibration and a whole new spiritual path? You've been enlightened, and so now you see a new gate to go through. How can you start moving towards it? How can you see that you are like very primed to honor your kind of youthful workmanship and hardworking, and it can translate to your emotional, spiritual, all of those realms. You're also really good in those realms. You're also a hard worker in those realms. But something does block you from releasing, relenting, and giving in, and like seeing that you are now free, that you've escaped the looming status quo vision that you had that no longer entices you and it no longer moves you. Something else moves you. Allow that to move you, right? Allow the new vision to move you. Wow. So the shark here. Wow, lots of order. You got intense there, Scorpio. So directness, exposure, revealing true nature and desire. The shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. This card indicates that something big needs to be exposed. It's lurking in the depths and creating tension. Shark energy takes over us when we are hesitant to be honest, to be totally ourselves, or to say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue pretending nothing is wrong, but when the shark energy is at play, we feel its presence encircling us. When in balance, intriguing, captivating, mysterious. When out of balance, sneaky and destructive. To bring into balance, honesty. Well, that's the best policy, right? Thank you so much, Scorpio. It's fascinating. It's wonderful to read for you. I honor you. Please move through these blocks. You are well equipped. You are honorable. You are very much that alchemical magician that can work through this. You can do it. Okay, you got this. Keep it so real and keep it light. I'll be back with more messages very soon.